Hello everyone and welcome to this week's video. My name is Mineo Villalpando. I'm the program coordinator for Imperial Valley Mesa, and on this video we'll go over moving pictures, GIFs, and videos. Okay, so just like every other video, just a quick reminder, this is our website, ivmesaprogram.org. So check it out. Here's our contact information right there where you can call us. Currently, our office hours are Wednesdays from 8 a.m. all the way until 12:30, around there. For the rest of the week, you can email me. Here's my email, mvalpando@stsu.edu. If not, you can check out our contacts, which is all the way over here, and you can email us there too. Um, Also, we haven't done any really new announcements aside from the new competition that we have. So check out the rules if you haven't. At this point, you should. If you're very interested in this competition, register right there too. And then also, if you have any questions on how to submit your video or anything like that, not your video, your web page, let me know if you're having trouble. Um, it's very easy if you're using the IDE that we've been using for the past couple videos. So check it out. Right here to the left are the instructional videos that I've been uploading weekly. So currently we're number 8, I believe. So at one point I will stop making these videos just because it's the end of the competition. So check them out. There's a lot of videos, a lot of good information there. If you guys want to see anything on this videos regarding CSS, HTML, JavaScript, or anything like that, let me know. That way I can add it into the video and I can show it, and that way you get pretty much the same information and saved and repeated as many as long as you want. Okay, so again, we also have Zoom meetings Monday and Tuesdays at 2 p.m. They go around all the way until 4 p.m. But usually, if there's no one there at the Zoom meetings, or if everyone is done answering questions, I will leave early. So please be on time. 2 p.m. You can be there a little early, obviously. Um, so if you want to attend to Zoom meetings, you can email me with your name and school and grade. That way I can send you the link to the Zoom meetings, and you can attend to and ask me questions as many as you want. There's really no limit. Okay? So let's get started with this week's video and pretty much all the information. As you guys can see, this one is from last week's video. This is all the stuff that we talked about for CSS. So for this one, we went over the background color, box shadows, all that stuff, and then the border style, and then we also right here. So we talked a lot about stuff like that. Obviously, HTML stays the same. We haven't done anything regarding that. So definitely check it out. Other previous videos if you haven't really gone, if you're not well familiar with HTML. Okay, so like I said, we'll go over GIFs and background positions for headers, paragraphs, and all that stuff. That way we can play around with it. Okay, so what we're gonna do right now is pretty much add a picture to the background. Okay, we've done this in the past. Now you can add it into pretty much anything you want using CSS. Okay, so right here we have pretty much the body. We have also the header, which is header 1, header 2, and header 3. All those variations. We also have paragraphs. And then right here at the bottom will be for our video. Okay. And why I left it here is because I want to show you guys pretty much for borders. Okay, we did talk about borders. The box shadow right here is definitely different. It's gonna look way different if we use a different border. Obviously, this one right here, if we go back into other videos, our format was really different. Okay, this is called shorthand, meaning pretty much very easy style to pretty much add the weight of the border. We also the style of it, and then the color of it. Instead of actually adding, all those three different attributes for the CSS ruling, we could just simply do it in one line and pretty much end it like that. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add pretty much a header. Okay. Now I'm gonna add another header. That way I can show you guys uh, what we need to do. Okay, so I'm just gonna write Messaday. So definitely check it out, our website, if you're interested in our Messaday projects. You can definitely get started right now, get an idea, test them out as many times as you want to, and get ready for the competition for this year. The projects are on our website, so definitely check it out. Okay. So now, I added the header. Pretty easy. We've done this in the past. If we render it, it's gonna take a while to render, just because of all the things that I have right here. So we have Messaday. We have this one from Garden to Plate, and what to plant, and all that stuff. Really, all this information from HTML is just for just a placeholder. Obviously, if you read the rules and you know what to write, you're definitely going to be writing about either your college, what an about me section, what engineer marvel you're going to talk about, and stuff like that. And remember, those pages, pretty much we have to add them here. They're all HTML. They have to be 6 with the source cited. There'll be 7. Um, and those can be played around. You can definitely have the first one be the last one. They don't have to be necessarily in any order. As long as you're very creative with your website, then it's totally fine. We just worry about the information and how the website and the pretty much the coding behind it is going to look like. Okay. So we have this, and we have a CSS style. Okay, so it render exactly how we have it right here. We have the header, header 2, and header 3. So it's going to affect all those 3. But what I want to do is I just want to isolate my header 1. So I'm just going to write h1 and then my brackets, enter, and then I can start writing everything that I want. Since we're going to do background, oh, my bad. We're going to do background image. Now, the reason I'm doing this is because I want to show you guys that you can definitely add any kind of file you want aside from a picture or anything like that. So what we're going to use right now is pretty much this GIF I got from a video. It's pretty much taking its time to load. Oh, there it is. Okay, very easy. I took it out of video, our one of our videos that's currently on our website in the about section about Mesa. Just took it out, very easy, made it into a GIF. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that picture and actually add it to, well, not the picture, the GIF or GIF, however you want to pronounce this. Into pretty much this portion of the background image. Okay, and what we need right here is to pretty much write the URL, and already shows right there. Press enter. Okay, and inside of it, obviously it's the same thing as we've done in the past, where the source, but we don't write source equals and then the quotation marks. In this case, we're going to write the URL, and then inside of it, we're going to pretty much add the address. Remember, you can copy and paste, and what I did right there is I went to 3 dots, I pressed copy link. Once I press the copy link, Control V, and it pretty much gives me all this information. If you're in the web, obviously it's going to redirect you to this, a very simple GIF. But really the only thing that matters is after the hashtag, so I erased everything else, and I just left with where the folder is and what the name of the file is. Okay, so once we have that, okay, it's pretty much just like that. Also, don't forget we do need quotation marks inside of it, because this is still a string, and we want the whole IDE to realize that this is actually a string and where to find it. If not, it's gonna think it's part of a code, and it's not gonna render it properly. Okay, we ended up with semicolon, and we click run. Okay, and there you have it. So obviously, as you can see, the the thing is really small. We would have to play around with everything from the font to the image, the background image, and stuff like that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add. We can definitely add this into our body. Okay, now if this is a cool thing, and I want to show you guys too, if I want to just add it into my metadata and not the title right here, the pretty much the header from Garden to Plate, then what I can do is go right here, add a class. So I can differentiate between these two equals, and then I can write whatever class I want to. I'm just going to write important. That way it can differentiate between the two headers. Okay, I go back into my CSS, and then right here, instead of just doing it as h1, I put dot important, and then run. And there you have it. So it's gonna just render for the ones that said important, just right here, and we'll go back into our HTML. That's the only one, the one that says metadata. Okay. Now, if I could definitely make this into a bigger scale. I can add the width, or better yet, not the width, the height. I can go with 400 pixels and put it right there, and let's see what it renders. So as you can see, it's really big, but then again, the GIF is really big too. We can play around with it more, with the width, the height. You can definitely add that to it. We can also add the background position. So we can definitely play around with it, and there's a couple that we can use. So with the background position, we can use left top, left center, left bottom, center top, center center, center bottom, right top, right center, and right bottom. So let me show you one of each. So let's go with this one, left top. So now that we have the left top, just like anything else, don't forget your semicolon, press that, and it really didn't change a lot because it was already in that position, so it really didn't change a lot. But instead of left top, let's say left bottom. And there you have it. So you guys saw it moved all the way from the left and bottom. Now let's go right. And it's gonna go into the right bottom, so it should see the other side of it. Now this is a very big GIF. This is part of the table, of course, so we're not really seeing anything. Now let's do the center. And there you have it. And if I really wanted the center, I would put center. There it is. And it's going to show like that. Now, if I want to be a little bit more precise to my position and everything else, then I would go with percentages. So I can do 50% and 50%. It's going to show exactly the same right in the center because we're asking for X and Y. So 50% of this, 50% of that. We'll pretty much make it right in the middle. Okay. Now we can go with 25, 75, and then we press that, and it's getting there. So as you guys can see, we're definitely playing around with it. If I wanted the mesa exactly in there, I can definitely play around with it and figure out where to actually land it. Okay, so now we talked about the class. We added a picture to it, the width, height. So there's a lot of things we can play around with it using CSS, and obviously to identify which header we want to use exactly. You can play around with it, add rules and rules depending on it. And remember, the class is you can name it however you want to, just as long as you have it organized and you understand which one is the one that you want to use at that very exact moment for that rule. Okay, so now the next thing we're going to talk about is we're going to go over adding a video. Okay, now since we're adding video, obviously pictures and everything else, you have to be considerate to the original sources. Make sure you it's either your original work. You can use some of the mess up, but you also have to explain that, you know, where the source came in and stuff like that. So let's get started with the video. And now this video that I'm using is actually Mesa. Again, is the video that we've been using to pretty much introduce everyone to videos and to pretty much, you know, what is Mesa, where it came from, adding all that stuff to it. So this is the video. I added a folder. I'll render right now. So that's the video that we're going to use. Obviously the IDE is taking a little while to render it. There it is.
The origins of Mesa occurred in the early 70s. It really was a social justice movement.
So the video is around 54 seconds. Well, part of it. Okay, I actually cut it off The reason why is because I don't want to put a 4-minute, 5-minute video right here. For just the purpose of this, I added 55 seconds or 54 seconds. So let's get started. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna erase this portion of it, the GIF, because as you guys can see, it's taking a while to render, and that's gonna cause some problems. So instead of just doing that, we're just gonna add it right here and add it pretty much at the bottom. Okay, we're gonna do exactly the same thing as you guys think. We're gonna go with a HTML video source equals quotation marks, and then we're gonna look at where the video is located. So we're gonna add the file first slash or forward slash, and then mesa video dot mp4. Simple as that. And then you can definitely talk about the width and the height of it. So we're gonna do that equals, and then 400, and then the height of it, we're gonna just leave it 300. Definitely we can play around with this a lot in other ways. 400, 300, pretty much like a regular video height. Press space. And then there's a lot of things we can talk about. You can add a little image, just like a YouTube image on YouTube, where the image is there before the actual video. You can definitely do that with this one poster. Okay, pretty much allows you to add the image, and again, it's going to be equals and then quotation marks. Okay, so just like that. I'm just gonna leave it empty just because we're just adding the video to it. There's also a lot of things we can do with the controls. Attribute, autoplay, loop. It'll pretty much play if we use autoplay. Just like what it says right there, will play by itself. We also have the loop, where it will loop continuously and non-stop, just like a GIF. But obviously it would be a video with audio in there embedded. We also have the preload. So there's a lot of things we can do. Okay, and for us right now, we're pretty much just gonna leave it like that and run it. Okay, now it's a video. It's gonna render pretty slow, depending on the definition, the resolution of the video. As you guys can see, it's right there at the bottom. Okay, now as you guys can see, it's not rendering properly. Okay, so let's pretty much troubleshoot. Okay, the reason why we're gonna troubleshoot is because and I'm not gonna fix this with editing or anything like that. I want to show you guys that sometimes it's, doesn't go the way it should be. Okay, there's always trouble. It goes this way, it doesn't go that way. And I deleted the poster just because that was the only thing that kind of looked like that. We can definitely add the preload. Okay. So we're gonna do the auto so you guys can see. Okay. We'll do the control. controls with an S. And there it is.
The origins of Mesa occurred in the early 70s.
And as you guys can see, I added a border to it if we go back into our CSS. So this is pretty much how you add a video. Simple as that. And remember, just like a picture, you can definitely add it anywhere you want to, and it will do anything you want. So I added the width right here, the border, and everything else for the actual border. If you go back into our HTML, the border is really long.
It really was a social justice.
I'm just gonna not do the audio because I'm talking. So the border, as you guys can see, there's white space over here and then white space over here. We can add or we can play around with the height. So let's go with 250 and see what happens. Okay. There it is. It's a lot better.
The origins of
So the width is a lot different. Added a border, added everything. You can definitely add your own border. Solid, anything you want, dotted, however you want to. Okay. If I want to be a little bit more exact, I could definitely play with the pixels even more. 225 would probably work best. Just to see how it will render. You can be way more precise than this than 125. I'm just doing this incrementally.
the origins of Mesa.
Just so that it's right there. So that's how you pretty much add a border either to an image or to a video, and it will look like this. You can definitely play around with it, the spacing between there, a lot of different things. Okay, so that's pretty much it for today, you guys. Remember, you can subscribe to our channel. That way you can get a reminder of these videos or any upcoming videos if you want to see. If you have any other questions, email me at nvalpando@csu.edu. It's on our website, ivmesaprogram.org. Anything you want, any help you want, let me know, and I'll help you as much as I can. Okay? Thank you for listening. You guys have a good week.